guys, and happy January. I'm not sure when this is going to be going up, but it will be up in January. So today we are going to do my bookish detox video. Okay, so this is going to be kind of a organization slash unhaul video. So I have approximately 413 TBR books at the moment, which is the most that I have ever had. I have 412. I have an app that I keep track of my books, which is awesome, and I'm going to do a whole video on my favorite bookish apps, specifically this one, because it is the best organizing app that I have found, besides just like using Goodreads in a weird way. But anyway, that is way too many books. Once again, if you guys are familiar with my other unhaul video, I get books for really cheap, so I don't mind spending some money on books because I find them for like $3 or less. Most of my books I get for $1, 50 cents, a quarter. I'll do a whole video on that coming soon in 2019. But this video is going to be a long one. It's going to be kind of a vlog similar to that other video, but in a different format. So I just finished filming my December book haul, so I no longer need my Christmas bookshelves because I'm going to film in front of like my tree, I think, for my wrap up. And my office is a complete disaster because of multiple reasons, which I'll show you here soon. One of them being I have too many books and Christmas stuff is everywhere, and it's the middle of December and I am ready already to clean up. So we're going to go through and I'm going to pick up my office. I'm going to reorganize my bookshelves for my January book videos, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that yet. And then I'm going to go through all of my TBR books and I'm going to put them in 3 different piles. One pile is going to be high priority books, so it's going to be books that are like super popular that I'm interested in, highly recommended books, maybe even books that I just love the cover and I just have like an instinct that this book is awesome. That's happened to me at least a couple of times this year where for some reason I picked up this random book that I knew nothing about other than I liked the cover or the title or something, and they wound up being some of my favorite books. Like just like instinctually I knew that it was going to be for me. So that's going to be my one pile, like high priority, would want to get to it this year, just super interested or really behind on whatever. Then I'm going to have a medium priority that's like series that I haven't finished but I'm not like over the moon for, or books that I think that I might like but I'm not entirely sure, you know, middle ground priority. And then I'm going to have low priority, where books where I know almost nothing about them, or books that I picked up because other people really like them but maybe the content isn't something that I'd like. I don't read a ton of historical fiction, so that would be on a lower priority scale. Or maybe it's just like a super old book, or maybe I just don't know anything about it, or I got it for free or whatever. And we are going to go through all of those and see which books I am going to unhaul, obviously from the low priority pile for the most part. So I have no idea how many books I'm going to be unhauling at all. I have no idea how many books are going to be in each category, and I don't know how long this video is going to take me to film. So this is going to be a long video, so stay tuned. I'll try and put a little time tracker down below for the like wrap up of everything that I've unhauled. But we're going to call this my bookish detox because in January I'm going to be all about detoxing and my body, my mind, my soul, my house, everything. Like I'm always doing like a small detox just for health reasons, but I thought that was a really cute name for an unhaul video. So from now on, unhauls are going to be bookish detox videos. So I have over 400 to get to. First I need to clean my office, because if I don't clean my office I'm going to have nowhere to put these piles and it's just going to make everything so much worse, which is part of the reason it's so bad to begin with. Oh, and just so you guys know, in January for 2019 I'm going to have a video. I have things in place to kind of keep my TBR like somewhat in check, be it like seasonal unhauls, things that I do with my book hauls. Like I have some things in mind that are going to be kind of fun, and I'll be doing a video on that, which should be really entertaining. So yeah, I don't want to promote book hoarding because I have no problem having books that I love and having a lot of them, but having this many that I haven't read, considering that I read probably between 100 and 150 books a year, it would take me over 4 years to read all these books, going by that, without me buying anything new or whatever. So I don't want to repeat that other video, but I'm just going to show you what a disaster my office is. So this is for real. Now, a lot of this is Christmas crafts and things that I just kind of shoved in here that I didn't finish or that I'm like in the middle of. Now, what happened over here, this is a disaster because I also just filmed my book haul video, but this fell over and I've just been so busy. I've been on vacation and I've been like house sitting and I just haven't been home, and the rest of my house looks really great, but my office is a disaster. So I was originally going to film like a Bookmas tree video, and that's as far as I got without things starting to fall over, and I just never put them back, which is why there are books and crafts and things everywhere. I also just hadn't been feeling the best in December, so I don't know. I've just been, these are like Christmas trees I'm working on, just FYI. I don't know. I did my Christmas bookshelves and then I kind of gave up, and I've been like stepping around things and it has been horrific. This is my like craft table and there's books under there. There are more books in other areas, and honestly, this will not take me very long to pick up, but the unhaul needs to happen because I also have this bookshelf over here and stuff in my closet. And there's my bookish Christmas tree. It's so cute. So yeah, so I'll film a little bit of me picking up things. I'm mainly going to work on this table so that I can put my books up here and start figuring out what I'm going to get rid of. It's detox time. Also, I didn't mention that I also have books that are not on my TBR list, that are books that I like wanted to sell and didn't get around to it, or books that I bought for like friends and family that maybe I found better books for them, or maybe I just changed my mind on it. So I have probably like 50 books that aren't even on my TBR pile that I also need to go through. I'm not going to put them in the piles like I will my TBR books, but I'm going to go through them and see what like I really need. And I'll either be selling, trading, donating, giving to my little free library. I'm probably going to do a combination of all of those things with all these books. They will already be gone by the time this video is posted. So I'm meaning to keep them, unfortunately. Please don't be offended if I unhaul your favorite books or whatever. I might even get around to them in the future. I just might not want to keep them physically here at the moment because it's so jam-packed. And sometimes I find things again in the future and I'll like repurchase them. So please don't be offended if I unhaul your favorite book or whatnot. It is not meant to offend. I haven't read any of these, so I don't have any personal vendettas against them. So anyway, I'm gonna start cleaning my office because it's a disaster. It's really bright. Okay, so now I have cleaned off the table that I need, and I'm going to go through my bookshelves and all the books on the floor and in all the rooms that are all my TBR books and organize them into piles. I'm not going to show you guys everything that's in every pile, but I am going to show you kind of the process and some things I'm excited about, and then I will show you definitely the ones that I am unhauling. So here we go. Okay, I've done almost the entire bookshelf, which is close to like 250 books, something like that. So I'm like over halfway done with separating. My plan has not worked out the greatest because I'll show you in a second. My table does not hold as many books as I thought it would, and also I'm really worried that things are gonna go like, I already knocked over a candle and got wax all over one of the books, so yay. But I have a huge box of low priority books. I'm not gonna get rid of all of them, but I'm just gonna, anything that I think of as like a low priority book, I'm gonna put in this box and then we're gonna like go through it together. So I thought that would be fun. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start, even though I'm not done organizing everything into piles, I'm gonna start putting some of my high priority books back into my bookshelf, and that way I can kind of like make room to keep organizing everything, and also I'm gonna kind of pick apart some things that I want for my January TBR. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, because this is my huge pile, which is the majority of the books from this bookshelf, and then these are my low priority books, and I haven't even touched that back bookshelf. There's like extra layers back here. So we're gonna get to work putting things back. I don't think I'm gonna film that part, just FYI. Hey guys, okay, it is now December 26th. It has been a minute since I checked in on my project. I have a giant pile of books over here and a small pile over here, and I think I finally compiled everything down. I've cleaned up my room a little bit, but I'm not done putting away my Christmas stuff, so I'll give you guys like an overview like at some point. But I do want to go through all of these books that I'm going to be unhauling, and it is gonna take a red hot minute. So just a prerequisite, please don't get your feelings hurt if I'm unhauling a book that you really love. I haven't read any of these books. This is purely a TBR unhaul. I often repurchase books if I am in the mood for them again, and some of these are like Halloween books that I can find again closer to Halloween or whatever is the reason. So they might be an amazing book and maybe I'll read them eventually. I just need to make some space on my shelves. I have no idea how many books I have, so I will total that up for you guys at the end of the video. But without further ado, let's unhaul some books. Not going to go into a lot of explanation about these. I will for the ones that I have an explanation for, but for the most part, it's either not interesting to me anymore, or I have too many things, or I'm not going to read it. So here we go. Gonna unhaul Can You Keep a Secret by Sophie Kinsella. I am going to read a Sophie Kinsella book, but I have a feeling I'm going to enjoy them on audiobook more, and if I love them, I can repurchase these later because I can find them anywhere. Gonna unhaul Nantucket Red by Layla Howland because I don't have Nantucket Blue, the first book. I haven't heard that much about these, and I don't need that many contemporary books. Unhaul The 13th Reality by James Dashner. I do want to read some more from James Dashner, but it's not high up on my priority for 2019, and I can always find these again. Gonna unhaul the Roald Dahl's Book of Ghost Stories. Now, I did read 2 stories in this. It scared the crap out of me. I am not a ghost story person. Too scary. It's really good if you like scary books, just FYI. It's also paperback, and it's going. Random book, Turkey, Pilgrims, and Indian Corn, the story of the Thanksgiving symbols. This is a cool, like, just Thanksgiving kids book, but I don't really need it. I don't know what I've been doing with it all this time. We're finally letting go of The Evolution of Calpurnia Tate. This is one of the most beautiful covers that I own, and that's basically the only reason I'm keeping it. Also, I thought it was a Newbery Medal winner, and it's not. It's a Newbery Honor Medal winner, so it didn't even take first place. I see this book quite often, and I have too many middle grade books on my TBR. I'm gonna unhaul The April Witch by I don't even know how to say it, but I literally just thought this cover was beautiful. It was Halloween, it had witch in the title, it's an adult book, it looks intense. It's going. I'm gonna unhaul Hourglass by Myra McIntyre. I don't know why this hurts me. I think this is one of the first books that I hauled, and this is like kind of sci-fi, and it's got like parallel worlds or something like that. I just really haven't heard anything about it in a long time, and I'm gonna let it go. I've got some Christmas books I'm gonna unhaul. I'm gonna unhaul Christmas Magic by Kathleen Kelly. I really want to read this, but it is one of my larger Christmas books, and I already have several that I didn't get to that I'll get to next year before this one, so we're letting it go. I'm gonna unhaul Frenchmas by Kathy Hapka. This is like, looks really cute again, but it's paperback, and I think it's part of a series, so bye. And bummed because I was really excited about this one. I'm going to unhaul Hidden by Kelly Armstrong because this is number 11 in a werewolf series, and I'm pretty sure I do need to read the other books or it won't make sense, and yeah, it's going as well. Gonna unhaul Trials of Death by Darren Shan. This is the Cirque du Freak series. I super enjoyed the first book on audiobook, and I do plan to continue on with the series, but these covers are hideous, and I'm sure that I can find prettier covers at some point, so Bye. Gonna unhaul Will of the Empress by Tamara Pierce. I was excited about this one because it's my first Tamara Pierce book, but again, it's number 11 in a giant fantasy series, and I have way more fantasy series to get to the first books of, so it's going away. Gonna unhaul The Awakening by Kelly Armstrong. Again, this one's hard for me. It's such a beautiful cover, and it's like witches or something, but too many books. Gonna unhaul Hush Hush by Becca Fitzpatrick. I need this one in hardback. That's really the only reason. Unhauling The Iron King by Julie Kagwa. Again, I want to get this one in hardback, and I don't have it major up on my priority that I need the paperback version. Another one tough for me. I am going to unhaul Stargazer and Hourglass by Claudia Gray. I'm going to hang on to Evernight, which is the first book in a vampire series. Stargazer is ex-library and I can't get the stickers off, so definitely unhauling that one. And I'm gonna just stop collecting so many series and just finish the first book because I see these a lot, and if I really like it, I can get them, but this is just one that I want to read around Halloween time, and I don't need to just hang on to them for no reason. Unhauling Gone by Lisa McMahon. This is like the final book in the Wake series, but I want to read Wake first, and I don't need this one. And I have a friend that is ready, like right now, to read this one in the series, so I'm going to ship this off to her because I am not ready to read it yet, and again, it's paperback, so I don't need it like immediately. Oh, I'm gonna unhaul Juliet Immortal by Stacey J. This one I've wanted to read for a while. It's like a Romeo and Juliet retelling, but I don't know anything about it, and I love the cover, but then I saw the cover on like 2 other books, so it made it less special, and it's going. I'm gonna unhaul The Seascape Tattoo by Larry Nivens and Steve Barnes. I don't know anything about this, but I was in a really piratey ship mood, and I found it for $1 at Dollar Tree, and I have enough pirate books. Unhauling Classic Ghost Stories, Tales of Horror, Mystery, and the Supernatural. This is a very cool, kind of kiddish ghost story book, but I don't like ghost stories, and it's going away. I'm gonna unhaul Leviathan and I think Bema by Scott Westerfield. I really want to read I shouldn't say that. I do want to read this series, but I have so many books that I want to read more, and I'm holding on to them because they're pretty, and I don't even have it in hardback, and it's just a whole thing. I am going to unhaul Sense and Sensibility and Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. I see these all the time. I'm not going to read them unless it's Halloween, so I'll just get them again later. I'm going to unhaul Unwind by Neil Shusterman. I'm going to wait and find this one in hardback because I have all the other ones in the series in hardback. I'm going to unhaul I Capture the Castle by Dodie Smith. Kind of a classic book. I do want to read it, but I don't know. I'll find it. Gonna unhaul Anvil of the World by Sage Baker. I got this one because the cover is beautiful and it's about time travel. And that's just not enough of a reason anymore. How many times am I gonna do this? I'm gonna unhaul The Golden Compass and The Emperor Spyglass by Phil Pullman because I think I'm gonna listen to these on audiobook, and I keep getting a sucker for these beautiful pictures, and I don't even hear good things about it anymore, and I just don't need them. Unhaul Burn for Burn by Jenny Han. I'm looking for this one in hardback, and it's not high up on my priority. Unhauling Uglies by Scott Westerfeld. I will read this eventually, but again, I don't need a paperback. I have enough paperbacks for like the beach and stuff. Unhauling Before Tomorrowland by Jeff Jensen, Jonathan Case, and Brad Bird. This is it's like a Disneyland thing, and I really want it, but I gotta unhaul some books. I'm unhauling Zeros by Scott Westerfeld. Again, I want to read it. I want to read it, but I just have so many other books to read. Unhauling The Pledge by Kimberly Derting. I thought this was like gonna be like a Halloween type read, but now I think it's dystopian, and I haven't heard anything about it, so. Unhauling Empress of a Thousand Skies. This is the naked book that I found under the cover of Rose Society. You can watch my December book haul if you're confused. Again, unhauling a Sarah Dessen book, What Happened to Goodbye. I have one other book from her that is higher on my priority, and I'm not like quite as interested in reading her books as I was before. Unhauling Generation 1 by Pedicus Lore. The next book in like a second series of the I Am Number 4 series, but I do want to read I Am Number 4 first, and so there's like 12 books in that series, so I definitely don't need this one for like a long time. I'm doing it. I'm unhauling The Cuckoo's Calling by Robert Galbraith / J.K. Rowling. This is a really pretty UK edition. I just don't know if I'm gonna like it. It's like an adult mystery. I'm not as into it as I was. I think I might do it on an audiobook if I do it, but I'm not gonna let it haunt me anymore. Another James Dashner, I'm gonna unhaul Eye of the Mines because same reason as the other one. I'm gonna unhaul Sorcery in Cecilia or The Enchanted Chocolate Pot. This is high on my priority, but look, it's the only mass market paperback I have, and I will just go and get it from the library. I am unhauling Blood Promise, Spirit Bound, Last Sacrifice from the Vampire Academy. I have had these for almost 3 years. I do want to read Vampire Academy, but I've held on to like 7 books from the series and I don't have the Vampire Academy, and they're really ugly and I can always find them again closer to Halloween, but I don't need them at the moment. And Bloodlines and Indigo Spell, same reason. I have to read the other series before I can read this one, and I just don't need them for this long. Unhauling United is one. Again, this is from that same I Am Number 4 series, but this is like number 9 and I only have 1 right now. So I have an Arc of Gunslinger Girl by Lindsay Ellie, and I'm just not gonna get to this. Flower for Fire by Jenny Han. Again, I want to get these in hardback, so I don't need that. Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury. I think I'm going to listen to this in audio, so if I like it, I will get the hardback. And The Vampire Diaries, The Return of Shadow Souls. I want to get Vampire Diaries book 1 before I start diving into the rest of these, because I don't even know if I'm going to like them. Okay, for now, that's 56 books. It is not as many as I thought it was going to be. I really thought it was going to be at least 75, closer to 100. And it was not, so that's kind of a bummer. But I do have probably another like 30-40 books that are like duplicate books, or books that I was gonna give to people and then change my mind about, or just, I don't know. So I am technically getting rid of over 100 books, just not off my TBR. So I'll pop back in here after I do all the math on everything and let you guys know what my TBR is at. Hopefully I can find just a few more books to unhaul. If not, I'm just gonna stick with this, and that's gonna be it for this year, and we'll just reassess in a few months or at the end of the year, or I don't know what we're gonna do, but at least I got rid of some books and hopefully I can read some more and just keep narrowing my number down like a little bit. So we'll see you guys soon. Okay, so these are the 2 huge piles of books that I am giving away, selling, trading, donating, all that kind of jazz. And this is my new little bookshelf. It looks nice. I even have like a space like right in there for a book. And these are some like unfinished series on top. And then these are my TBR shelves. Look at all that space. Now I did stack these this way on the bottom because I have to, because this shelf is kind of giving in down here. And I do have some space down here, even though I kind of technically cheated. But I'm okay with it. So there you go. There you have it. Much cleaner overall. Okay, you guys, I hope this video wasn't boring or super long, and I hope you enjoyed seeing some things I unhauled for my book detox and my purging for the new year and getting me ready for all of the 2019 book hauls, because I am so excited. Let me know down below if you guys are unhauling anything for the start of the new year and starting off fresh, and I will see you guys next time on the bright side. Bye!